It's the mighty good word, party folk. I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here about a mile high on Venus's day. It's Friday, July 12th. Happy Venus and Leo, right? And happy first quarter moon in Libra post the new moon in Cancer. This first quarter moon in Libra does relate to the new moon eclipse in Libra that occurred in October of 2023, so last fall. What's good, party folk? I did record a collective message. This is another collective message. No matter your sign, this may resonate with you. I strongly suggest that you check out the all signs readings and your placement readings as well. Thank you for being here. I honor you and your time. I am so grateful for our energetic exchange as always. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's been here, and thank you to everyone who's been around the block with me. A few things that I mentioned in the video that I don't know if I'll release. I've been working with a lot of the wild unknown and the alchemy. The messages have been a lot about activations, a lot about a feminine and a masculine sort of rising. So there are sensations of ascension and activation within you, and then also maybe seeing something culminate in front of in your vicinity, but things are rather spiritual. And the Venus and Leo, right, kind of preppiness for the upcoming eclipses. Do I have my notes with me? Where did I even put that little booklet? Here it is. Okay, so I'll try to summarize. And I did mention, like, I've been talking a lot about my own activations, and I guess you can suppose my own spiritual and kundalini activations. I know I don't go into depth about them. This channel is not really about that, but the messages do come up. In this case, I'm switching over to the archetypes from the wild unknown, just to get away from those kundalini messages. But I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm sure some of my longtime subscribers, those that have followed along for a while, I know that you likely can perceive and can tell when I'm a little on edge and likely processing and alchemizing. I do work in those realms of spirituality. I do a lot of shadow work. I help others with shadow work. I help a lot of people with their spiritual path. And so I don't know how obvious it is when I'm on my own personal, in my own personal bubble, but when I come out of them as I am now, I just want to say that I really like being here. I really love being here, and the subscribers count grows slowly but surely. And I know that longtime subscribers really support me energetically, and I support you energetically as well, and you guys also encourage me, and I appreciate that. And I feel good after going through my kundalini spiral. Also, do you guys naturally have these conversations? Everyone that I talk to always sort of objectifies kundalini and sexualizes it, and I'm like, so I'm not trying to have that conversation with you, and I'm trying to remove a lot of that stigma, a lot of that patriarchal subversion and objectification of spiritual activations. I don't abide by that, and I reluctantly face those conversations. Even in the yoga community, like, it's rather silly, like, that these yoga teachers would suppose that it's sexual energy is just an act. Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So balance. So this moon, first quarter moon, it could be a wake-up call. It could feel noisy. There could be a lot of noise. The eclipses are coming in about 9 weeks. The official kickoff is 6 weeks. It begins, or the official kickoff is within the 6-week period. We are 9 weeks away from the full moon lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse in the higher degrees of Aries, mid-September. Mercury is currently in Leo, and then it will retrograde. It will enter Virgo. It will begin its pre-shadow next week on the 16th. It'll seemingly look and appear to slow down. It'll enter Virgo, then it'll appear to move backwards, which is what we call retrograde. Not is retrograde, is part of the definition. So I know I'm getting into random semantics, and this is part of the annoying part. And so maybe I'm just preparing you for annoying conversations like this, right? Like, and don't go on about correcting others. Like even writers get this incorrectly. Even editors get this incorrectly. Planets do not go retrograde. Planets simply retrograde. And so within the definition of retrograde is the verb or the adverb or whatever. At that point, I'm not a English grammar teacher. But yeah, it's finding a balance, right? Balance is different. This is from the Sabian Oracle. Balance is different. Balance is difficult to achieve. So this is also a different type of balance. It's dual in that it is internal and external. So involved with your relationship with yourself and involved with the relationship with others, as well as that triple state of the relationship with God that you have no control of, and others don't either. And it doesn't involve only you. Your relationship with God is between you and God, but it is God also serves the people, everyone, us, you, me. So it's a different type of balance. And from the Sabian Symbols Oracle, we get this quote: balance is difficult to achieve, but it's something that needs to be strived for. So you could be exhibiting an attitude of, or like, you could notice where you hop from one thing to the next, so where you act flippant. You could notice that in others. You could notice impatience in others. You could notice impatience in you. You could want to be patient. All of this is through all the noise. Venus is now in Leo, and it will enter Virgo in August. Today it does conjunct with Pluto, so every month it will conjunct with Pluto. Every few weeks it'll conjunct with Pluto. Every year it'll do this dance in these Leo. When Venus is in Leo, it'll do this dance right now where there's like these activations, these psychological digging. You could be inspired to do that. You could be inspired to like clean up your act for better. You could want to look good. You could want to look better than you do. It is very relative. It is coming from self-worth, and it is attempting to elevate your self-worth. It could be very sweet. It could be very vain and superficial. You could take it deeper. A hard time accepting that there can be a positive outcome or solution. And so in the last few months, you could have felt the annoyance of, and you could have found it annoying when others tell you that things can be better or that there can be a positive solution. So even in smaller instances, you could be finding it like annoying to hear the good. And there can be instances where you can catch yourself, like, are you too fixated on that, the expectation, or is it that you're working with the other party or with yourself in the current moment to go step by step, and perhaps it's going step 1, 2, 3, 4 before blast off, and in going one step at a time, you then maybe you realize where you have been impatient, where you have been annoying, or where others are annoying you, and maybe you can understand where their misunderstanding comes from and give them space and time. And even though you may be annoyed, you can give yourself space and time and not react. So allow it to go and lean into change and renewal. Keep your noise to yourself, which I laugh, because you guys will hear this if I post this, the alchemy video, right? So go, as I love to say, go on about your business. Go on now. Flexibility versus rigidity, right? So I'm gonna get into it. Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your first quarter moon in Libra, Venus in Leo, ingress. Core, I am your effervescent, mercurial, bubbly, wiggly Venusian, Venus as a boy. Wait. Akashic librarian, stellar informant, ninja warrior, funny looking gesture with your divine messages for your interstellar expansion, your human evolution, your spiritual activations and ascensions through all spaces and times. Thank you for being here. What a summer. What a swampy summer. What a strengthening, courageous, seductive summer. Okay, sorry. I should have turned that off. I'm not gonna... Okay, so here we are. Flexibility versus rigidity. There's this thing about Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, maybe, not really, but it very Libran and Scorpionic to compartmentalize. So have you become too dependent on the separateness? Have you compartmentalized your life in a way where all aspects have become full, and now that you realize that all compartments are full, all aspects of your life are full to the max of the brim, now you don't suppose where you can budge. So is it too fixed? Is it too full? Or are your aspects and compartments too separate? Do you hide one aspect and one aspect gets more attention? And now there's too far distance between the truth of your personality, the truth of you, and the mask that you exhibit, which is part of you and truthful, but is it the core? Is it deep? Does it allow you to be flexible? If one new thing enters one aspect of your life, does it throw all other aspects of your life? So even though compartmentalizing has become a very much practice of this new modern age of the millennials and the Gen Zers, and now the astrology speaks. So we'll pull from a bunch of different decks. I'll try to say the names. I always do the timestamps, or for the most part. So you can follow along there. You can comment me. I don't mind. I'll be repetitive and redundant. We have protection, card number 4, just flying out the sun and Pluto, but I'm going to shuffle more. Ceres and Jupiter. So Jupiter and Gemini. Dandelion, Wounded Healer. Okay, cool. This was here for the reading that I don't know if I'll post, but this is Chiron and Gemini. Jupiter and Gemini. We have a Jupiter and Gemini. We have Ceres, goddess of hearth and home. So a lot can be changing. Yeah, so I've been getting a lot of the symbolism of the home. Are you nurturing this new feeling, this new addition? Are you nurturing it in a positive manner, even though it may be annoying to do it differently, even though you're used to spending a lot of time, energy, money, even though you're used to spending a lot of your time on the other? Can you spend time on you? Wounded healer means you feel it in the body. Now your decisions are felt. Now your decisions are not only emotional, they are now part of your everyday feeling, mood, vibration. And so how can you align with ease and flow, knowing that you can get back to super quick fire action, knowing that you can have the ability and capability to be fast, furious, decisive, active, and creative. Now allow new space, allow for space to be created in all the compartments and all the aspects of your life where they are too full. Allow the distance between all aspects of your life and personality to limit the distance, reduce distance. Reduce distance between those that you really do love too. Your nurture love for you, nurture ease. Wow, rebirth. Goddess Isis, Sun, Everon, Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirit at the highest light. I'm gonna just pick like a few from the Values Oracle, and then I'm gonna pick a few from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit, and then I'll pick 3 from the Archetypes for situation, what crosses the situation, and the origin of the situation. Then I'll do Thoth Taro, past, present, future, and then I'll have the Light Seers Tarot. Sorry, I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, I'm very tired and sleepy, but it's maybe the summer, the heat. I'm eating a lot, even though people assume that I need to eat more. That's so awful how in a lot of my life, the way people perceive me, I'm so sorry, I'm going. Okay, 1, 2, 3, one more, please. Okay, 2 more. And then faithfulness at the bottom of the deck here. Again, the significator card for first quarter moons in general is the Wheel of Fortune. I have the Wheel of Fortune from the Golden Dawn Tarot, which I love. Oh my God. The back is so crazy. The art is so cool. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And here is the Wounded Healer. Chiron is currently in Aries. The North Node is in Aries. The nodes will shift over the next year into the karmic nodes of fate will shift into North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. And right now our bodies and our relationships, a lot of the trauma from the last, or a lot, has been exposed to us as far as what is stored in our bodies and how we treat others, especially one-on-one relationships, and our money, our health. And it is felt a lot in the body. Nightingale, turtle. Okay, turtle and nightingale. I'll leave those out. The nightingale, a lot to do with the throat, communication, writing, spelling it out, journaling. The turtle is a flow, a watery flow creature. Feel secure, but don't hide. Remember how wise you are and how fortunate you can be, and so there can be positive reframing and positive outlook. You can be faithful. It can be fateful for you to be in good fortune. You can have faith that you can receive good fortune through work. Wow. Okay then. So the tarantula, so there is your guide. And then the cosmic egg. That's enough. So see all this stuck energy in the all signs readings, you guys will notice that a lot of the signs were receiving the spiritual animal spirits, so the ascended master type quality. Firefly at the bottom of the deck. So do you seek the light in others? Do you seek supply from others? Do you seek the inspiration from others? Are you seeking a source of inspiration that is not limited to superficiality, vanity, and the structures that you know no longer can exist? A lot of the structures are in place now, as far as even personality and the way we wear our masks, the way we identify, the way we speak on others and ourselves. A lot of those old systems no longer gel, and so for now it's a little chaotic, right? That's what the alchemy deck was saying. And the turtle has that ability to hide away. But the nightingale says you can't really hide. You can hide in your armor and feel secure and be protective. That is very much a suggestion and advice for timing as you manifest your reality. But also know that the tarantula is a guide and will push you. So despite there being times of lulls and like even depressive states or times of great desire, like overwhelming passionate desire that does kind of leave you feeling frustrated, the tarantula will push you regardless. So if you allow that flow, perhaps it's just talking it out, or perhaps it's like calming the noise and not allowing the noise of the mind to be the noise that your voice projects, right? Lemon balm, nurture. This is the Ceres is a goddess, a warrior goddess. Chiron is a warrior god. They're asteroids. These are gods and goddesses of fire and alchemy. Okay, and Jupiter in Gemini says a lot of what needs to be nurtured is the mind, whether it's acceptance and total mindset shift. What can it take? Years of psychological work, and that's what's been going on for the last 5 years. So it could be self-admission. It could be admitting that if you actually sat down for a week or a month and then looked back and maybe processed a little bit more, and maybe you could take a few months to speak with a counselor about what has actually happened in the last few years, it would bring you to a mastery and understanding. And maybe not everyone needs a counselor. It's not about hand-holding. Some of us need a way through the forest, okay? And that's why the tarantula, that's why I say there's a way through the forest, as dark as it may be. You are adjusting to divinity, divinatory processes, the vision, the gift of sight, the gift of process through humility, tolerance, not always speaking your truth, because knowing that your truth may not be everyone else's, and it may be a more of a drive for you, and maybe more fuel for you. It may be too much fuel for others, right? The truth, not everyone is ready for your truth, and maybe it is that you are also still cooking. What's cooking? What's cooking? Good looking. Okay, all the cards are flying, which means I have drank too much caffeine, or you guys are really excited. You guys are keeping the faith through all of the flurry and fury. Archetypes, what's good? Goddess Isis, Sun God, Ra, Mercury, archangels, angels, spirits of the highest light. Besides all the spiritual activations and ascensions and spirals, what is the collective up to? What can they expect this Venus and Leo season with the first quarter moon in Libra kickoff? Thank you very much. I'll just take 3 cards for the situation, what crosses the situation. Of course, the Libra card here, 62, the sword, the vessel, and the mirror. Okay, I'm so sorry, the seed. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, it's been planted. Go watch the all signs. I'll post the video, the alchemy video. This is the archetypes. I do want to read so the nightingale, the air animal spirit, does suggest for you to write, speak, sing it out, even if you're not a singer. Tarantula is your guide. Something guides you. So if you feel presence of your spiritual guides, helpful ancestors, now's a good time to meditate with them. Light a candle or write in your journal. Write a letter to your ancestors, helpful, wise ancestors. There's a shift, okay? As you rise out of the shame and embarrassment, now you understand that others do give you room to breathe and expand. Do you give yourself room to breathe and expand? Are you being kind and honest with yourself? This is a mastery point. Self-acceptance leads to rebirth. It's spiritual and faith, right? It's believing. It's nurturing a belief system based in non-competitiveness. It's based in unconditional love. Wow. Okay, sorry. I was thinking I need to turn off the fan. I got super excited once I started recording. Ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It's likely that you're taking a lot of time out, right? It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all other books and begin to tell our own true tale. When in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt, to bring into balance and adventure. How fun. And the tarantula is at a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. So when in balance, follows intuition. When out of balance, hesitates and over-intellectualizes. So daily journaling is to bring into balance. The tarantula knows you'll choose wisely, by the way. And now we have the nightingale. Seeing speaks freely with kindness to bring it to balance. Music. Let it out, sing it out, write it out, right? We have so much advice on letting your heart sing and taking time out, nurturing your new sense of home, a new sense of home within your body, the vibration of your body. It grows. 7 of Pentacles is nurturing without staying too stuck, right? We talked about Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio tendency to archetype, or in the manner tendency for those archetypes to compartmentalize aspects of their life, and now to bring your aspects closer to each other, to bring yourself closer to you, to bring your soul close to you. Now sing to your heart's content, nurture your heart, nurture the home, which is your heart, nurture your breath, which is your home's like air system, right? Ventilation. Okay, the sword, the vessel is what crosses, right? You've eliminated BS. You're eliminating BS. You've been eliminated. Other people don't like you. You don't like other people. Fine. Elimination round, right? Boom. You thought it was just a reality show? No, it happens in real life. We are adults. If we are not getting along, we can be amicable and put each other in each other's corner. Or if people are going to be non-amicable, there may be a sword that gets pulled out from a stone, and then proverbially, metaphorically, symbolically, the Queen of Swords is here, right? First quarter moon in Libra, okay? It signals the eclipse season. The eclipses are coming. Card number 62 and then card number 69. The vessel enters, okay? That's what's maybe a challenge, or it could be what's happening now and very fun. You could be feeling, again, the energy is felt in the body. And also it is mirrored, and when it is mirrored, it doesn't have to be the exact synchronistic reflection. It could be the opposite reflection. So see here, we have the light and then we have the dark. Okay, my wand in use, my wand in action. Light and dark. So you could be seeing dark aspects of your shadow, or you could be seeing shadow aspects. You could be seeing light aspects. Where are you too positive? Where are you too negative? Where have you let your body down because you've been striving to propel and promote a specific language or a specific theme or a specific identity? Now you see it, right? Now it's mirrored. Now how you have led your life, how you have led about, how you have treated others, how you have allowed others to treat you. Now your boundaries are exposed. How many boundaries? Too little or too many? Too far, too separate, too distant, too non-communicative, too overly communicative, too much communication, too much, or too little, right? Where do the scales tip? And more so, how do you feel? How do you feel in the body? The turtle is like, follow your intuition. The tarantula is like, follow your intuition. Past, present, future, goddess Isis, sun, god, Mercury, archangels, angels, spirits, highest light. Past is sorrow, 3 of Wands, Saturn in Libra. Wow. Yeah, I forgot to turn off the air, and now it's like the end of the video anyway. I hope that it doesn't bother you. I just came on. I was like, I don't know if I should redo it, but I am here. Okay, look. That's past, right? Look, current is interference. This is Jupiter and Gemini, and we have Jupiter close to Aries, okay? So now, instead of being so far out, can you tend to your body? Can you tend to your home? And the body and the home are all different. Do you live in your mind? Is that your body? Do you live in just a physical world? Do you only think about money and your health, or do you also, what is in your home? Are there nurturing elements besides money and besides tending to physical parts of the body? Now, do you sense that your mind is overtly active and maybe controlling or supposing the outcome? Is it all the noise in your mind that drives you to react or to shut down? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out. So that's in the future. And we have adjustment, the Libra scales, card number 8, and then the Thoth Taro, major arcana number 8. We have major arcana number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, in your future. It could be that removal of the mental systems that bind you, that hold you in the old space, that keep you in sorrow, right? It could be that shift this moon and this Leo season really allow you to dig deep for that truth and acceptance, right? So that you can own the loss. So defeat Five of Swords. From the Three of Swords, there had to have been 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 4 cards, those 4 trials of the minor secrets, right? 4 of Swords, Moon in Libra, or Jupiter in Libra. From Saturn in Libra, 3 of Swords. So rest, rejuvenation, regeneration, learning, self-acceptance, regaining, regeneration of your sacral power. Okay, sacral bowl, right? Regeneration. Some of you are in between all those. Card number 5 is what? 5 of Swords is some of you accepting defeat. That allows you to feel it in the body. It allows you to move it out of your body. 6 of Swords, move it out of the body. Move your body out of that. Move your body in general. Move trauma, pain, sorrow out of the body. Move your body away from trauma and pain, or limit your mind to lean into pain and make your plan, exit plan. 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. If you need to make strategy to leave, make your plan, make your vision, and go. To receive your 8 of Swords, where you realize you are not stuck. You're not stuck. And this is more than just about physical appearance and physical stuckness or bindedness. It's about, I've been too worried about everything. I've been operating under pressure from previous ways of life. So mirroring former way of life, former challenges that are not real. It's fear, right? Fear that this new challenge the outcome will be the same. So, okay. The devil wants to know, do you want balance? You're not stuck. The 8 of Wands wants to come out. You're not stuck there, right? 8. Card number 6, Moon in Taurus, 8 of Wands, Mercury in Sag, and then the devil. So like, yes, figure out where there is self-deception, where you are obsessing about an outcome, or figure out whether you can take steps to get closer to the outcome step by step without rushing. And perhaps right now it's more learning, realizing what obstacles you've created already on this path that you're not already, in your mind you've created all these obstacles along the way. In reality, you're barely at step 1. So are those obstacles real? Page of Pentacles, are those obstacles real? Is this something that requires self-acceptance and also meditation, reprocessing? This is equivalent to the turtle animal spirit in that there's a sensation of feeling secure by honoring intuitive approaches and following intuition and nurturing more emotional flow, allowing emotions to pass and not stay stuck, and allowing yourself to see that there's a new path that unfolds. It may seem similar, but if you treat it in your new identity and your new vision, in the new filter, in the new sight, then you can learn from past, and spritefully in your youthful state, you can move from there, right? What is with the Wheel of Fortune? Wow. 6 of Swords, okay. 3 of Pentacles. Out of sorrow, and now realizing that you can create if you move yourself, move your body, or move your mind out of the old body into your new body. Where are you now? What is encompassing your new body? That's your surrounding, that's your home. Okay, also that's your spiritual awareness and your new boundaries in the new home. Now you create new boundaries as you leave the old. because you are leaving, you're taking the leap of faith. You're not fixed, you're not stuck. And this is about, whoa, the Lovers, it's about money and choices, faith. So some of you are taking the leap of faith to create family, and so that will require change in the body, right? I'm getting a lot of messages like that. Like, there could be like preparation of the body for family, to create family, preparation of the home, to sell, to move in with a partner, or to have a partner move in, or simply leaving friendships, partnerships that keep you from a new level of partnership, or this new partner that you're working with. A lot of honoring that in the chaos you were healing, and that's why this is real, and that's why faith and fate are real. And even in that kind of chaos, something grows, and that's Saturn in Pisces, and that's Neptune in Pisces, which are very much all over the place. And Venus is trying to ask everyone to see, what do you see there? What do you see in that sorrow? What do you see through all that interference and murkiness and muckiness? Do you see that what you have lost it? It's leave it behind. It's becoming vintage, ancient. That path no longer is even in your line of vision. No peripheral, not hindsight, not even hindsight. It's integrated now. Shift now, earn now. Honor that you have made it through the forest, regardless of whether you recognize the guidance. Now you know there's guidance. Now you know something higher, something godly guides you. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the root bowl because I am the Queen of Swords here once again. Y'all better be swinging very discernibly. I send you all love. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. Stick around. Don't hit subscribe if you're already subscribed, because that'll unsubscribe. Thank you for all the likes. I know that I don't show the likes, but I see them and I appreciate it. Thank you for the comments. Leave me more comments. Emojis are acceptable. Hello, hi, anything really. You don't have to divulge, or please, if you would like to offer confirmation, by all means. Good choices up ahead. Faithful leaps of faith, fateful leaps of faith, spiritual leaps of faith that guide you to creative, inspirational, fast moving and fast production of this kind of new reality, out of this funky shadow, out of that chaos. Now create in accordance with sustenance. So like, what will actually be nurtured, what can be nurtured for a long while, right? What can be sustained. Now mirror that. Now honor the truth. Mirror your unconditional loving light and truth. I send you all the love, all the light, and I honor you. Just one little root bowl. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna be late. Happy Venus and Leo. On our way to the full moon in Cap.